Welcome everyone. My name is Gary. I do this website developer bootcamp, which is a training, and this is unusual training because I expect your questions and answers, and basically my ultimate goal is for you to get start working, to get started, to get started working as a website developers. I posted the link for like the job description, and we went over the last time over it, and I plan to continue. I will see what is going on. I don't have any particular precise curriculum. I would say job description is kind of a curriculum by itself, and if something needs to be extended, I would love to hear your feedback. This session is recorded, and recording will be available on our YouTube channel, and CNM too when it's available. So saying this, I talked about we use this page, website developer bootcamp. Oh, I will share my screen, right? Yeah, 1 second. My entire screen. Share. Cool. I'm presenting my screen right now. So I'm talking about this kind of page, some like last sessions. Someone posted questions here and I answered, but I don't see any new questions. But we have some from the previous meetings. And the job description is here. It's on the wiki.cnmcyber.com/en/cnm underscore website underscore developer. So I want to we ended at the last time. Rito asked about web developer, whether someone wants to be a web developer, and I said basically yes. So again, here, like we have related occupations. Again, website developer is not a real occupation. If you go to a company, you will never find anyone with with this like website developer title. So I will do like right now experiment. I will go to Indeed, right? And I will put like website developer. Whether it's my it is my kind of concern, my interest. I don't know what their result will be, but it tells me kind of something, right? Website developer. Let's put like New York and see. No, it's mostly like web developer, AWS software, and developer, web developer. No, website develop. Oh, website developer. Wow. So this position actually exists. So it's only one, but let's see. Website developer. As a website developer, you will be integral to the process of invention and innovation. You will work in collaborative environment, provide development solutions, a dedicated website developer role. Mastery of no, it's not like real. It's like web developer, but HR calls it a website developer. It's my kind of my estimate because I see like React, JS, Node, Angular, and so on and so forth. So website developer technically is a made up role to introduce you to different areas in website development, but my primary goal was like to for you to play as a developer, developer of anything. Um, and website is just kind of a good place to start. Um, Back to this like web developers, we at the kind of right now we don't need web developers. So if you want to be a web developer, it's a little bit above the scope of our like practice jobs. Again, website developer is a practice job. It's not a real job. It's a practice job. It's a practice job in this quasi workplace environment. But we're willing to pay for it. So it is kind of a good news. Um, if like someone will say, "Oh, I'm a web developer. I know whatever was listed there, like React.js and Node.js and and HTML5 and CSS3 and so on and so forth," kind of, and they will pitch us and say, "Oh, can you hire me?" We we're not hiring them right now. Like if the need emerges, if the website developer, our website developer, says that we need the person with these skills, then we will start looking at that. But we are not going to have like a web developer as our practice job for now. If you decide to go to be a web developer and you decide you will bet, I will guess, let's say, from my estimation, I don't know for sure, but I guess like in 5 years, web development will go to artificial intelligence. It will be someone design kind of I want to have here, click the button and it will give kind of a code instead of someone will kind of code manually. It's my estimate. And also like a web developer, usually they will say we need like 2 3 years of like experience. We can possibly accommodate that, but again, it should be for now. We're not talking about that. It can be the future, it can be the next step, but for now, we're talking about practice jobs like website developers. So it is pretty much what I wanted to say. Kind of extended answer on the short question on the previous part. And what is there anything you want me to go over, Kevin, or Rita, or Mark, or whomever, or Grace?
Um, Hi everyone. Gary, thank you for what like
You're breaking up. I cannot hear anything.
um
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, good.
can you
Can you
hear me
hear me
now?
now? Yeah. Now it's good. It's good.
Okay. I'm saying thank you for uh, let me try fix my network just a minute, sorry.
You can type in the chat, by the way.
Oh, okay, that works. Thank you.
But I can right now I can hear you well. So it's kind of whatever if you kind of if you need time kind of to fix your network, so you can fix your network, but you can type too.
Okay, cool. I'm working on it. Just a second.
Yeah, I can hear you. Whatever, do whatever you want. Internal documents. I no longer like this word internal documents. I will probably change it to work documents. I initially call it like internal documents, but now I feel like work documents will be kind of better because the core idea behind is that if you can code, right? Let's say, possibly. But at the same time, if you cannot and you create kind of a description, we can hire someone else. A document is a separate piece that present data, is composed of the text and images, and can further be edited and revised. Document can no longer be revised, for instance, transcript of the meeting, or a statement of work that. So transcript of the meeting that has already ended, right? Or a statement of work that a contractor has already agreed on becomes a record. For the purposes of this very wiki page, work documents refer to those documents that that which target audience differs from the general public, or whether those documents are available to the public or not. Particular dev who practices a particular website shall use documents for development process. Other devs can further work on the other sides, may use. Okay, cool. So now we have work documents. Again, the core idea that like in our world, developer produces either website deliverables, like a parts of the website or website itself, or work documents. And the work documents, it can be like a description what needs to be done. So let's say if their dev produces the description of their picture or video, then we can hire a contractor to develop this video or image or whatever. So let's check whether Rita. Okay, we have it. For how long do we have to undergo training for us actually work to work? Are you ready to start now? Are you ready to start now? Let's start now. Pick your project and go. Kind of, as long as I have no plans. Let's say in this way. My plan, I have only one. I have only one plan for now. Continue until until the first person will be able to work. More questions, more answers. I will also add one more. Okay, good. So, like, tell me what you what do you want? Practical example. What is your right now like process making? What stage you are at? So in this website developer, what website developers do, right? This area, what devs do. Where are you like in discovering the wheels right now? What stage? Like we went over the last time we went over like this 8 steps, right? What step are you at the moment? With regards to their what devs do section, what step are you at? So we went over this like 8 steps, right? Like actually, it's more like I'm discovering the wheel. Discovering the wheel subset, right? Cinemagile. Can we do an example of a description of for cnmcyber.com the devs are expected to produce? We have several. I mentioned like cnmcyber.com is the main, right? But let's see what is going on. So I'll take a look at what. Can you kindly go over CNM Agile? Let's go. CNM Agile. Kevin didn't finish the work on the media wiki, so it shows like some errors. Someone is trying to say something. It's Kevin.
No, 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 no. Yeah.
Yeah, I see kind of your mic switched on. Okay, good, cool. So CNM Agile basically it's kind of a set of policies, right? It's like more methodology. Like agile methodology is for like agile. There are several agile frameworks. Particularly me who work with agile Scrum. So I'm more familiar with Scrum, but there are some variations. Um so basically, I took this kind of Scrum and other like similar um, methodologies, which usually are described by the manifesto for agile software development, and created kind of a framework for us. I call it agile because it's still agile. Agile is kind of flexible, right? It's kind of more, it's less like structured. It's not, it's kind of the process, instead of structuring the organization, the process is structured. Let's say in this way. And I put here what I call DREPD pattern. So what I kind of push, or kind of my idea to use this cycle. There are several like other cycles or patterns, but whatever you do, I want you kind of to discover the wheels, research the grounds, envision the deliverable, plan for the production, and then do, execute, kind of do, produce. Maybe P will be a better word, produce. And the core idea that while doing something, you will rediscover something, right? You will rediscover like what needs to be, or rediscover what needs to be, kind of what can be expected, and you will restart this like pattern. Uh, our yeah, yeah, Kevin,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah. What I expected is like we should go deeper, like in details. Like for example, in discovering the wheels, how do we start? Uh, what are we talking about when we mention like we discover the wheels?
Okay,
Certainly.
what step we are talking about? One, follow how to start recommendations.
No,
Two,
in drip pattern.
which one? Oh, in kind of in this
Yeah,
pattern.
drip. Yeah, CNM agile.
But this is like it's not it's like this is the idea. It can be like it can be very short. It's not necessarily like what details. Um, Answering to you, like when I try to answer to you, I do it in like milliseconds, right? I'm trying to understand what you are asking about, right? I don't need the research
Yeah.
grounds. I may kind of remember something which we talked before, and then I envision what my answer should look like. I don't really plan for the
Mhm.
production because I plan for the production before, right? And I just execute. I tell you what I want to answer. So all this pattern, even like in one reply, it's kind of it goes. Why I created this, I want people like to ask questions and kind of think and research at least a little bit before they do something, right? And another idea is while doing something, you are still like discovering kind of their discovering what can be done, right? Or kind of what like new discovering their kind of their the environment. Maybe kind of the wheels is not kind of good word. I need to change it to discovering the back the background, not background, discovering the needs. But initially I put like
Yeah.
discovering the needs, but the needs was not kind of not a good word because people maybe discovering the needs will be better. I will change it. It will be like discovering the needs. Okay.
Yeah.
So back to agile. Back to agile. Where did we find it? So I decided. So we have like, let's say, I took this agile Scrum, right? And I decided that it is a good idea. It's a great idea, but at the same time, like people work with agile Scrum, but it is not practical for us, right? Why? Because let's say in agile Scrum, the stand up happens every day. Every day people go and report what they have done, right? If we
Mhm.
start doing our, so let's say our, this week, Wednesday, right? This week on Wednesdays, it is basically kind of some extrapolation of the stand up, right? So different people say, oh, I have done this, I plan this. I have done this, I plan this. I need that help. I need that help. I have done this. If I got that help, I will do that, right? So this is kind of a normal extrapolation of like agile scrum stand up. But I would say for us, like once a week is much better like term, right? Because not too much is going on during like one day. People, we don't have like full time professional developers, right? So instead of one day, we will probably go over 1 week. So we put like this 1 week session. Also, if you see this like agile software development manifesto, let's find it, by the way. Let's find it. Let's put kind of uh, let's put it here. So agile manifesto, right? So this is the official like paper of kind of agile manifesto. Ooh, it probably. So let's put it kind of copy and put it here. And we will take kind of their source, right? Because we don't want to steal, but they want us to kind of to promote it, right? Source. So we see we're undercovering better ways of developing software, right? But doing it and helping others do it. Through this work, we have come to value. So let's put it kind of, they didn't have, but let's put it kind of some bullets. So first, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Good idea. We take it. Now, working software over comprehensive documentation. It's not for us because we have several people. We are kind of a practice job, like someone who joined us yesterday. So let's say, Rita, if you find a better job today, at the end of the day, or tomorrow morning, we will say, hooray, it's good. You are good, right? We have no commitments. So for us, documentation is way more important. We cannot just like develop software. We're not developing software generally. We are kind of documentation for us way, way, way more important. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. That we take that. I promote it. It is why it is to implement this. I put this pattern. So you need to kind of to collaborate with the customer, specifically, precisely, first of all, with the customer to get what kind of the customer wants. This is why I call myself saying I'm cyber customer. Responding to change over following a plan. We'll take this. So basically, we have like this working software over comprehensive documentation. It's not, it's kind of it's different in our place in comparison with like general software development. With agile scrum, again, we cannot follow, like, let's say, everyday stand-ups. We don't have how do you call, like, master of ceremonies. I forgot kind of the word which they use there. Um, the kind of like kind of someone who follows the procedures. We don't have this person here. So that was kind of the thought about their kind of saying I'm agile, kind of work, do, try. We can put like our own manifesto. Probably. I haven't finished this. I haven't finished this software, agile software. We can create our own manifesto here. Yeah, it will be a good idea. The same like we'll take like these interactions and negotiations, or like talking to the customer, but we also put some our values. Kind of there's trying instead of waiting. So what else here? We will not do kind of like in normal workplace, a normal person work with the project for, I would say, at least like 6 months. We cannot do this. Our goal is different. Our goal is for you to give you kind of to give some experience. That is why probably I will put kind of I will go rather like 3 weeks, maybe 3 5 weeks. Kind of you discover something first week, you act second week productively, and the third week you are closing one project. You're like not project, your sprint, right? You kind of your sprint. You work on sprints, right? You kind of you finish close your first sprint and think about the next sprint or the next kind of project. So basically, within the project, you do like one sprint, like in 3 5 weeks, right? Put like project results. It's general. It's general ideas. So let's say meetings. Let's say with me, they will not go anywhere. They will not be kind of a website tomorrow. So meeting results technically is a project scraps, right? Output is what you kind of it's your deliverable. But after you created, you delivered your deliverable, like records or documents, um, it could be outcomes. So let's say you created a description of a software or a description of software. So description will be your output, but the software itself will be outcome. Someone else will kind of will build it based on your output. And project impact is a little bit bigger. It's kind of something which, let's say you tried this, you kind of you did it, and impact can be your employment, right? Your employment, it will be like project impact on your professional life. We are playing here with the status reports. So any project is like can be in one of like several stages. We are talking right now here about the product, not about the project itself. So it's like either not started, in progress, cancel, submitted, and done. Basically, this is pretty much very similar to agile, like normal agile. Project deliverables, states of work product. If you kind of want me to extend, we can extend. This is everything what you see on the wiki, it's not the final document, right? If it's like the final document, it will be protected and it will be probably set like A record, no longer a document, it's a record. Um, if you have kind of questions or recommendations, we will go there. Someone want to say something? No? Cool. No.
I want to ask something.
Yeah.
I see Mark has a similar question as mine,
Mm-hmm.
like the one I was asking. Can you give an example of a description for cnmcyber.com that devs are expected to produce? Um, what I'd like to is like, can you act as the web developer and produce something so that we may see like a practical example, like right from the start until
If I
the.
type here cnmcyber.com, what did I get?
Mhm. It doesn't have to be CNM cyber. Any practical example that we can
So
use
you can see
for
something here, right?
purpose.
You can see
Yeah.
something here, and you can see like some designs, some inspirations. We created kind of some like outline.
Hmm.
It's what I have done. So like me or someone else, like a few people work on this. So this is kind of the future website. It will be like, let's welcome to our cyber. Let's learn network, partner, work. It's not perfect, but it's still something. That kind of, and basically this matrix was developed, was taken from here, and I'm trying to get kind of where it was there. Biscol. I have done many websites. The problem is that I cannot show them because of so-called like NDA, non-disclosure agreement. I'm trying right now. No, it's not that. What about here, webcam? Does it work? Oh yeah. Basically, this website, which is their kind of their like, it will be the kind of highest um, at the highest level implementation of like this CNM cyber, and I will translate it to English for kind of for you. So basically, you can see the same. So it was developed for this like Biscol project, like a Russian version of CNM cyber introduced in Ukraine. And like initially, it was supposed to be here, like the picture, but video and the background. We didn't finish kind of firsthand. We can click like to come in. It will be general login, right? Yeah, for the login, username, email address, password, remember me. But we didn't put any text here. Firsthand, it was supposed to be kind of from like stories of people, like some carousel, and this implementation of our applications, but it's not finished. It should be like tiles. They should kind of rotate, similar to like Windows 8, if you remember that. Live meetings, click here and you will get to our like events, meetups. I'm interested. This screen is better than in English. I'm interested in this as undecided worker, employer, professional. I'm looking for. So this is kind of this is what I what I participated in and what I can show, right? Again, it's not finished. It's like where we kind of finished. The lady who worked on kind of as a web developer on this, she she was in Ukraine and Odessa, and her name was Yulia, and the challenge was that she initially was from Donetsk, so she was hit by a war in 2014, and that is why they moved to Odessa, like running from the Russian occupiers, and then in 2022, Russians started bombard Odessa as well. And basically, that was the point where we stopped working on this. And I just decided not to look for anyone else. I made decision just to move from Ukraine to Kenya and Uganda. So you see kind of some examples on this like CNM Cyber like wiki page, right? Or you can explore like others. So basically this is kind of whatever can be helpful for kind of a developer. Um, we also I see like we plan kind of for like a mobile version. I showed you like a desktop for mobile,
Yeah.
but even like for friends of cnm.org, it was okay. Kind of let's learn, earn, hire, join. Kind of click here, start point. Should be like some video on the first page. You are you right now. You are discovering this like social CNM cyber space. Welcome. This should be also like a prototype of kind of the page, right? So someone wrote here, you see, all the important information for new and aspiring members. I will probably put kind of a little bit more because right now it's not clear what members. Also, are you ready to start? I would say here they didn't say me anything. Why should I start? Why should I go and open an account, create an account, right? I would put probably here like a welcome message first, like kind of something like what we do here, why you may join. But this is another prototype of the website. This is literally a website prototype. So again, if I like what I want you to do, I want to follow like number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six, number seven, number eight, number nine. Tell me what point you get stuck. We probably need to finish for today. It's kind of because it's can be a long time, and they will kick us soon. So kind of if my wording is not good, tell me what wording. We will change the wording. Like basically what also like on another side, right? I created something. I'm looking here for your feedback. Does it work or it doesn't work? If it doesn't work, let's fix it. If it works, go for it. Right? Go for it. Just follow like bullet number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six. Does it make sense?
Okay. Not so clear, but it's helpful.
I don't know how I don't know what else I can say. I invested my time.
I think
I invested my time. I developed this page. I want. I. I don't want you to say what you want, like what you feel I want to hear, right? I'm looking for.
no, it's what I want to learn.
Yeah. I'm looking for. I'm looking for like what's wrong. What's wrong is what I have done, and what we can
Oh yeah.
both like. What we can both like to create. So if you are ready to start, follow like ready to start, go, right?
Yeah.
I understand it's like it's a lot of words on this page, but again, I don't have anything else. I don't have any magic kind of instruction. Like, do you see this button? Click on this button 25 times a week, or a day, right? Or every hour, or 10 minutes. No, nothing like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't have kind of that. Any website, I will say,
I think
any website is a complicated project. And if we talk about this like complication, there is no any simple and no any instruction. This is why I wrote here, no final instruction exists. No final instruction can exist. Let's say, put it this way. It's impossible to describe what you will have. You have your own story, can exist.
yeah.
Since since every project is unique, every web project, right? Website project. If a project is not unique, it is no longer a project. It is an ongoing operation. Okay, we're done for today, right? I will be here on Monday, and if you kind of, as soon as you're ready to start working, start following, kind of tell me what you kind of, where did you get stuck, and we will go from there. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I think when we start working as web developers, that's when we'll have real challenges and we'll be
But
able
I,
to ask the right questions
but
from database.
are you familiar with co-working? Or you are not?
A software or
No,
no,
just
you're not.
normal co-working, kind of normal
Oh,
co-working.
I,
Do you know? Do you understand the concept of co-working? Have you heard about co-working?
as a software or
No,
just
like
working
normally
together as a
any co-work,
normally.
just co-working.
Yeah,
Do you
I
understand
do.
this or not?
I understand.
So here I open like a Wikipedia. Co-working is an arrangement in which workers for different companies share an office space. It allows cost saving and convenience through the use of common infrastructures. So I would love our kind of sessions will be like a co-working too. You kind of you work on your own, you start working, you do something, you get stuck, ask the question, right?
Yeah.
We can do this. It will be like instead of like boot camp, let's call it co-working space.
Yeah.
Incubator, probably even better.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are done for today. thanks so much for your interest, for your time, for your endeavor, your willingness to get through. I understand it's not easy, but at the same time, I will tell you, if you would be like a high school students, we will already have something. We will already have some deliverables. Trust me, we will already have some deliverables. It's kind of it's my experience. They will ask, okay, which website? Okay, like, and they will put like a piece of paper and they will start drawing something. I tr- if not drawing something, they will put like I remember one guy put kind of several sheets of papers and he started kind of like combining them. Ah, my goodness. Okay, good. Thanks so much. And until like the Google kick me out, we will finish kind of this meeting. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye bye.
So thank you
So,
so much.
I will.
bye. Thank you.
Yeah, I will. I will copy kind of their our chat, and I will kind of maybe use it, put it in our bootcamp. Yeah, I will be here and like work for kind of some time. Put something to so we'll have some record
Okay.
because we at least like some deliverable which we got from our meeting beside their beside their recording. Okay, bye bye.